Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am Skip La Cour. I am so glad you're here today. In this video, I want to talk about training with injuries, training around injuries. What is the mental state? What's the approach that you should have to keep the momentum going when you have injuries? Right, so in this video I want to talk about a systematic physical, mental, emotional approach to working around those inevitable injuries that we all have. Again, guys, hey, thank you so much for joining me again for Workouts for Older Men Live. This is our almost daily connection going through the journey of life. Just two guys, you and me. We're a lot alike. Sure, we have this mutual passion for fitness. Fitness is very important to us. Here I am at 56 years old, just still loving after a 30-year journey. And I'll tell you, with your help, this daily connection, this momentum that we're building, I mean, my passion for fitness is even growing after 30 years and even at 56 years old. And it's because of you, and I love it so much. All the direct messages, the emails that I'm getting. You're a lot like me. You're a little bit older. You've got a busy, productive life. You have family, that's important. Business, that's important to you. You know what success is like. You want to carry it to the gym. You have those high standards, just like me. You got to do it in the context of your busy, productive life. You got to use the most effective and efficient strategies. Can't just be going crazy with the willpower, focus, energy, and time unnecessarily, with those younger, really passionate, willing to do everything to make fitness their life as the younger fitness experts, right? We take an 80-20 approach. We know that 20% of what we do makes 80% of the impact, so we are elegant in our approach. We are effective and efficient in our approach. We properly allocate our willpower, focus, energy, and time to look great at our age. And at the same time, we save some in our tank. We know those aren't unlimited resources, willpower, focus, energy, and time. So we have to allocate them properly so we keep our entire life productive. And that sounds like what you're doing right now, what you're striving to do, or what you aspire to do. Then you're in the right place. Continue watching Workouts for Older Men Live, going through this daily connection. You know what I love about all this too is that I know you're doing it in the gym. You're passionate. You're hanging with those young guys. They're coming up to you and saying, wow, I love your work ethic. I want to look like you. I want to be like you. I want to live with passion and energy. I want to show up to the gym when I'm your age, right? But that's not good enough for you, right? There aren't a lot of guys who are like you, who are going through this journey as passionate as you, willing to do the work like you. And so even though we're in different places in the world, right? We are in different time zones. We get to come together today and we get to pace each other. That's what guys are loving about this journey that we're going on with these Workouts for Older Men Live. When you come on to this live broadcast, make sure that you say hello. Tell me where you are watching me from. I want to always acknowledge you for being here, whether I do it right here on the show, the live show, or I do it afterwards, later on today. Maybe I do it tomorrow, the next day, whenever you decide to connect with me, ask me questions, tell me what you're loving about these live broadcasts, what you want to see more of. I'm going to take the time. You're in our special group. This is our special group of older men with busy, productive lives who really want to make fitness a priority in the context of that busy, productive life. So I'm going to acknowledge you, whether you're watching me here on Facebook at Skip La Cour page or on my YouTube channel at Skip La Cour. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're watching the replay version. The best thing is that you are here today. We're going through this journey. Hey, one thing, too, is that I know life gets challenging a lot at times. You know, we all are aspiring to that next level, no matter how great we have it now or how great we've had it in the past. We're continually facing those challenges in life. I know what that's like, too. When we want more, it's going to take more of us. And that's the game of life. That's the challenge. We should be excited. It's the losing sometimes that makes us really appreciate the winning. And I know that sometimes we go through these challenging times, and that's why I show so much for you. It's just that two guys, similar interests. I know we live in different parts of the world, different parts of the country, but we can go through this life. Sometimes it's not the specific training strategy that you're here for, right? Sometimes it's just the connection, right? And we men, sometimes we're the leaders. We're the leaders at business. I was talking to my wife about this. We're the leader in business. We're the leader of our families. Many times in our social circle, I mean, we got to step up most of the time. We don't have time where we carry the emotion in the room and the people that we're with. We don't have time to be down and worry about our problems. Sometimes we can't gain that perspective. Well, here I am, your coach, your friend, your training partner, a guy just like you, a little bit older, passionate about life, passionate about fitness. We can go through this journey together. So I want to talk about training injuries. It's a question that I get asked a lot, and guys come to me, okay, what should I do? Do you take time off? All right? Do you work through it and hope that the injury goes away? And you know what? Here's the thing about it, guys. One thing that you have to remember, especially you're older, like me, like us, right? We got to think about the big picture, longevity, right? We can't get hurt and further injure ourselves where we're in pain, right? Because, again, we got to carry the emotion, the energy at business, our career, at work, or our family. And we can't unnecessarily cause ourselves even more trauma, even more pain that distracts us. And I'll tell you, you get those injuries, you really appreciate your health and how much you need that for everything that you do. All right? So you got to remember, you got to think the long game. You got to think the long game. Wow, I know this is a game. I know this is a challenge. You don't want to miss a workout. You want to keep on pushing. It's the game inside. Sometimes that sense of control where you do have all this pressure outside. You go to the gym and you can set a game, challenge yourself, kind of distract yourself a little bit from all the pressure that you have. I get it. You don't want to lose that. But remember, that's what you're doing. You want to keep that sense of control, those patterns, that relief. Sometimes it's not the abs. It's not the muscles that we want. It's that feeling, that relief, that sense of control, that distraction, that game. That augments, that bolsters the rest of our life, helps us cope. So remember that, all right? Is that workout, missing that workout, is it going to really hurt your physical body, which you may think, right? They say this, and I talk to a lot of guys about this, about how they say that the way you look and feel is 80% nutrition, 20% training. And there's a lot of hardcore guys that really challenge that idea. What? It's 100% of everything. And, I've learned, especially since I retired from competitive bodybuilding, where I did do everything 100%, right? But I wasn't juggling family and priorities and legacy and business the way that I am right now. So I could put all of my willpower, focus, energy, and time into my training and eating. So they got 100%. You got to remember something, that's the mindset of a lot of these younger passionate fitness experts, where you're trying to adopt all those strategies that don't fit into your lifestyle, right? That's why you found your home here, right? We're effective and efficient. We're elegant in our approach. We're remembering that 80-20 rule, all right? And I've learned in my 15 years how much that is true, how just stimulating the muscle, having fun with it, right? Pushing yourself, but it's just 20%, and we got to really ratchet down on the diet. So when you're injured, remember that. Don't let it throw you off. Think long game, right, while you're still having a game with it, right, while you're pushing yourself, while you're getting your relief, but that's what it's for, right? Really bear down on your diet. Think about it. All injuries aren't created equal, and I think you know that. Some you can work through. Some it's just better to just skip that body part and work what you can. Maybe if you want to keep your patterns, remember we talked about that sense of control, sometimes maybe just come in, keep your environment, keep your daily patterns, just do some cardio. Right? You're still working your body. Remember the overall package in fitness. All right? And nobody, I'll tell you this, I can't tell you if you said, hey, I've got this pain here in my arm, in my legs, or whatever. Nobody, not me and a doctor, he's just going to tell you to play it conservatively, right? Nobody can tell you what you should do, because we can't measure your sense of pain. We don't know what's going on in your body, especially I'm not a medical professional. So you got to remember all these things. It's a risk that you take just like in life, right? But the biggest thing, look, for a lot of us, I know a lot of us, it's just, our daily pattern to go to the gym. We can't even think of missing it. Some of us aspire to feel that way. Some of us, even myself at times, getting to the gym isn't as easy as it is at other times. We all go through our ebbs and flows and waves of motivation. The biggest thing I want you to remember, why you have those injuries, be creative, be resourceful. What can you do? What do you need to do to keep in your patterns? All right? Just don't say, well, I'm 100% or nothing. I either do it all or nothing. That's not how it really works in life. And those who can elegantly work in the gray are the ones who keep on going and have the most success in life. So don't resort to, well, I can't train 100% because I have this nagging elbow injury or shoulder injury or whatever it is. I can't do anything. So then you sit at home. And then you say, well, I'm sitting at home. I can't train. And if you don't understand about that 80-20 and you think, well, what's the use? I can't train. Training is everything. Training is not everything in this big picture. And then you let your eating habits go. And we start going down this road, right? And before you know it, you're not training. You're gaining body fat, and you've let go of all your habits. So stick in there. This is a journey. I empathize for you. I know you want to have it all going on, but that's probably as much as I can tell you, or any fitness expert can tell you, about your injuries, right? So hopefully that's helpful. You're not alone. Remember the big picture. Hey, you're going to be around here. We're going to be around here a couple months from now. Your injuries probably will have worked themselves out by then, so stick with it. All right, so let's see here. Galandro, Brent, Jaggy, Darren, good to have you here. Pete, good morning. Pete, I didn't see, you talked, right? Guys, a lot of come to me, right? They say, man, I want this, I want this. Man, I do whatever I can to come to you and take you over that bridge, to have you take that leap of faith and give you that certainty and confidence. I got your back. If you're loving these journeys, I can take you to the other side. It's going to take a leap of faith on your part. Pete, I didn't see your leap of faith. Didn't see your leap of faith, right? This is where you come in. I can only do so much for you here. Corn, hello. Eric, hello. Andre from Michigan. Eric from North Carolina. Mosias, Kevin, I understand trying to work out about an hour and a half, at least 3 times a week. But, what does Kevin say? But I'm looking a little more progress in a short amount of time. Okay, so look, everybody has expectations of what they expect. I don't know if your expectations, Kevin, I don't know if they're realistic and you can just do more and more and more. I don't know. Hey, I'll talk a little bit more after I say hello, but click that link. Sign up for my tips for older men with busy, productive lives who prioritize their fitness. Get on my list. I'm not only here on Facebook. I'm not only here on YouTube. I'm all over the internet, and I have all these tips and strategies that you can just absorb little by little, make your journey a little bit easier. Strategies, mindset, training, eating, cardiovascular, how it all works in together, and also on our journey to become a better man. So click that link. Here's the other thing. When you sign up for those tips, scroll down a little bit further, fill out the questionnaire. Right? So, Kevin, he's talking about his challenges. Right? I'm getting a little glimpse. Again, it's perspective. It takes some communication. If you fill out that questionnaire, anyone who's listening to this, you play all out. There's some very skilled questions. I work with so many men all over the world, and I have for years. You fill out that questionnaire, and I can just feel your passion, your desire. You want it badly. It says, how bad do you want on a scale from 1 to 10? And it's at least a 10. And I can feel that. I go through hundreds of those. I'll reach out to you. So if you get that call from the 925 area code, that's me, right? Because I feel your passion. I want to do what I can to help. All right? It's so cool. I have my special group of older men. They've signed up for those email alerts and updates like you're going to do when you click that link below. And I call them from time to time, and I tell them to program my number, that phone number from the 925 area code. I tell them to program it into their phone. And it's so cool. So I'm checking up on them about a month later. Just some random calls I do for free. That's how I stay sharp That's how I stay connected to what you need. That's why I have an endless amount of material and perspective to talk about, because I talk to you guys for 10 or 15 minutes. I connect with my special group of older men. And it's so cool when they answer the phone, "Hey, Skip!" Right? "I've been watching your videos," like we're old friends. And that's why I love it. You know, like I said, this journey of life gets challenging sometimes. It's good to have guys our age, similar interests, similar passion, going through the journey together. So, Kevin, fill that out. Tell me a little bit more. Hello, Mohammed. Eric? So, Eric, that's what you want to know too? All right, I can direct you to videos. You know, go and fill out that questionnaire. Click that link, play all out, fill out that questionnaire, sign up for my tips, Eric. And every one of you guys who are watching these videos, all right? How many times a week do you work out? How many hours do you put in? I talk about that. I got some videos on Facebook and on YouTube. I'll direct those to you. Send me an email at skip@skiplacour.com. Better yet, click that link, fill out the questionnaire from my skiplacour.com website. Play all out. We'll stay connected. I'll reach out to you. You take the time to do that, I'll do that for you. As you can tell, I'm living, I'm breathing, and I'm loving this passion, not just for myself, but helping you come to you with so many live video broadcasts, right? Good morning, Gene. Finally get to watch you live. Staying in on this cold day. All right. Yeah, I'm pumping out a lot of videos. I know you guys are busy. I know you got productive lives. Can't be watching all my videos. That's why I just connect. We can get a little bit every day. Andre, what's up? You are. Holly, hello. Anthony, hello. How often do I work out? I work out 5 days a week. Eric, you can check out some of my routines over on skiplacour.com. All right. Mark, hello. Ronit, hello. All right. Rob from Michigan. Brent, just more muscular and ripped. Wife wants me to be how I was when I wrestled in college, just more muscular and ripped. Got to do it for her. You got to do it for yourself. You got to see how it ties into the big picture. Fill out that questionnaire, Brent. Maybe I can get you on the road, because I always talk about it. This mindset, your heart, your gut, all these areas of life, they all tie in together. I kind of explained that in one of my live videos, that, you know, if you see guys who are really focused and dedicated on their fitness, they'll do anything. They're disciplined, right? A lot of times that could be a lot of things, but it all ties in to all of their life priorities, right? Life can be terribly challenging, and they go for that sense of control with their training, and that's why they're so disciplined and willing to do whatever it takes. Where a guy isn't in that condition, that mental condition, he can't. At the same time, someone's life can be going so well, and they've invested so much and it's going so well, that they're not willing to allocate that energy into their training. So life can be going well. Life can be challenging. It can have a positive effect on your training. It can have a negative effect on your training, either way. But make no mistake about it, you're not compartmentalizing all these areas of life as you may think. It all ties in. And that's what I really like to tell you about. I like to share this mindset going through the journey, because I'll tell you, it is a lot more than just muscle, all right? So you guys fill out that questionnaire. Thank you so much, George. You're awesome. Hello, Hector. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys. All right, live life. Love, hug, produce, right? Brent, with your wife there, right? That connection, your children, right? All of this is important. Train, eat, focus, right? Live with that sense of urgency. You older guys, you know, we got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We got to live with that sense of urgency, right? We got to make our mark now. That's why I'm coming to you every single day. I want to pace us through this whole process, right? Again, fill out that question. I want to connect with you. Be making some calls later on today. All right. So have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger.